Hello, my name is Kathy, Dr. Kathy Mansfield. I've put myself forward to be a cruise speaker in two areas of possible interest to your passengers. The first is as a destination speaker for the Caribbean, and the second is to run a series of creative writing workshops that could be tailored to any length of cruise anywhere. I'll explain my background and experience for these two proposals. Firstly, for the Caribbean talks. I lived and worked in the Caribbean for 6 years. At the time, I was an advisor for the UK based in the Foreign Office in Barbados. In this role, I worked with the region, developing policies and aid programs funded by Britain. And in this post, it meant I had to learn the history and politics, as well as the geography and culture of all the countries I worked in. I'm a bit of a nerd, so I went into researching all these areas with a lot of energy and focus. The countries I worked in included the islands of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Grenada, St. Lucia and Dominica, also Jamaica and Guyana. I also worked in Haiti, Montserrat, St. Kitts, Antigua. And for my own interest, I visited Puerto Rico, the Dominican Republic and Panama. Because of my job, I had to develop a broad understanding of how this entire region ticks, how it works together as a group of nations. I can share this knowledge and understanding with your passengers in interesting ways, giving them stories and insights they probably will not have heard before. And obviously my main intention would be to enrich their experience of travelling to this wonderful part of the world. The second offering I'm proposing here is to run a series of creative writing workshops. I have a lot of experience doing this and currently run 2 weekly classes for different groups on Zoom. And before lockdown, I ran face-to-face groups in the UK, in Barbados and in Zimbabwe. I have some published stories that I refer to in my classes, but my own main focus and interest is in teaching, and I have a strong academic background and qualifications to teach. I have a first degree and a master's degree in education and a diploma in adult education. Then a few years ago, I decided to take my fiction writing more seriously, and I studied for and achieved a PhD in creative writing. My workshops, however, are not academic. They are entirely based on working with the writing pieces produced by my participants. Within 10 minutes of sitting down in one of my workshops, they're writing their own pieces. I use prompts and exercises to get people started and develop confidence, and then I build on their own work to cover some technical nuts and bolts of good writing practice. For example, point of view, developing strong characters, plot, writing dialogue. You might be surprised how quickly people get into writing their own storylines, and they develop confidence through my methods. I also build in time for participants to read out and share their work if they want to, and help them to give constructive feedback to each other and receive feedback to strengthen their own work. I can run one-off events and also a series of weekly workshops and classes depending on the length of cruise. For the destination talks, I would use PowerPoint presentation to illustrate these. The writing workshops need only that participants bring writing materials. We need a room to sit in a writing circle. I don't use presentations for these. Any handouts I will use, I would ask to be photocopied on board, depending on the number of people who sign up. The maximum number of people in any one of my sessions should be about 20. I hope this short clip gives you a flavour of my style and approach, and that you like me. Thank you.